students, we are wrapping up week number 2, so I wanted to touch base with you and let's just see where we're at, make sure we're on the same page. Plus, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks, okay? First thing I want to look at is our schedule. Now, if you're following along with your schedule, then you know that you had a Connect assignment for the first week, and that had to do with Chapter 1, so hopefully you completed that. Many of you are out there, got your Connect ID set up, and that's great. Week number 2, which we're concluding, you also had a Connect assignment, but there was another required assignment, which is Learning Project number 1. Now, this particular assignment is an Excel assignment, and it allows you to create 2 graphs, and I give you, when I say it allows you, I give you all the step-by-step instructions to do that, kind of give you the Excel spreadsheet that is the beginning document. Don't forget that you submit this into the Dropbox of PAWS, okay, by the due date, otherwise PAWS will lock you out, okay? If you're not familiar with Excel, I believe you will still do fine with this because I wrote the instructions with that in mind. So I'm giving you the step-by-step instructions. Have had a couple students who have gotten stuck. They send me an email, ask me a question, and I'm glad to answer it, okay? So don't forget to work on that. You have your first opportunity to earn some extra credit. Now, all of the extra credit assignments are with the use of Excel, and that's because there are a lot of benefits to using Excel. First of all, from a business perspective, it is a skill that is desired by employers, but second of all, it is a skill desired in online classes because you are creating a file that you can email me when you get stuck, and in statistics it even offers more advantages, and we're going to talk about that. Okay, so don't forget that in week number 2 you want to be working on that. Now, with week number 3, as we're working on this, I want to get back to my yeah, I want to make sure my recorder was still going. Okay. As we're working in week number 3, you also have Connect assignments, and this is where the students who are already working on that, Chapter 3, first of all, you are doing the right thing. You're doing a little bit at a time, and you're just pushing yourself and staying on target, and that's fantastic. But the problems are now starting to get a little bit more challenging and a little longer, and maybe there's a little bit more frustration. So I want to tell you how to do this, okay? The first thing that I want to encourage you to do is not to spend 5 hours doing the same problem the same wrong way, getting the same wrong answer, crying, yelling, pulling at your hair, yelling at your family because you're not making forward progress. I understand. It can be very difficult. Here's what I want you to do instead. When you work on that problem 30 minutes or so, and you're looking at your book, and you're following those examples, and you're reading the instructions, and you're saying, you know what, every time I do this, I just don't understand. I'm not getting anywhere. First of all, I want you to push back from it, maybe walk around a little bit, maybe you have to come back to it tomorrow, and see if you have a fresh approach. But if you're still not making any progress, then you need to ask for help. Now, how do you ask for help in an online class when you're not going to see the instructor? This is how you do it. This can be helpful for our class especially, might be helpful in all your classes. Here I am in Connect, and I might have to do 2 separate videos to fully explain this, okay, so bear with me. Let's just say that on this particular problem you're unable to get the answer. Now, let me point this out. I'm in Chapter 3, and this happens to be my chapter number 1, or my question number 1. Every single student will have different question number 1. The reason for this is because out of these 9 questions, the order of the questions is random. So I do that because I don't want you to just memorize the order. Okay, I want you to actually solve it. So if you email me and you tell me that you cannot solve Chapter 3, Problem 2, Problem 3, it's going to be different. It's going to be different for everybody, and I'm not going to be able to help you solve that because I don't know what problem you're talking about. I actually need the information from the specific problem. So here's how you do that, okay? And I'm about to run out of time on my video, so I'm going to continue this on the next video, okay? So bear with me because this is important information.